Hey everyone, my name is Al, and thank you for tuning in to this video segment of continual spiritual growth, understanding ourselves, our environment, and walking in our own power. Now today's going to be a little bit of a short one, but I think it's an important one nonetheless. We're going to be talking about and pointing out some key signs that let you know that you're ready to take your spiritual journey to the next level. And, I feel like that's something that I kind of want to really talk about intuitively. And as I pretty much always do here on these videos, I'm speaking from experience as well as what I've observed and taken in from others' experience, others' stories, so on and so forth. And let's get right into it, right? The first sign that shows that you're ready to take your spiritual journey to the next level is that you have pulled away from watching the news, and you've also decreased how much TV that you consume. And I think a lot of us have seen a pattern with the news by now where, yes, they report events, but they clearly focus on the negative aspects of what's going on in the world. And while it is good to understand and be in the know, be on the scoop of what's going on, it's clear that they don't focus on positive things that are going on in the world, nearly as much as they focus on the negative. And you can observe that this is a pattern that has been done for years and clearly will be continue to do so. So, and it's likely that if you have pulled yourself away from watching the news, it's also likely that you have also noticed that it makes you feel sad, can make you feel afraid, or even depressed. I've talked to people, they tell me that. And whether consciously or intuitively, that this is just not good for you, it's not good for any of us. So that's the first sign. The second sign that shows that you're ready to progress is that you are taking on more responsibility for your life choices. You see, I think we can all agree that spirituality, it's not an easy path. It's confusing, it's difficult, and because of the things that we go through in our own path, we slowly start to learn to take responsibility for our life, our actions, and the consequences that come with it. Because that only you can do energy work for you. You do the energy work. No one's going to do it for you. Because that only you can meditate for yourself, you meditate. Because only you can read books and do research for yourself. You read books and do the research. Whatever it is that you put in is what you get out. And I'd say that translates well into taking more responsibility for our own lives. So the third sign that shows that you're ready to take it up a step is that at some point you have had a deep feeling that there is something very wrong with the world. Now, I'm not going to get into that topic because we can easily be here for like hours just talking about that alone. It's 2020. I know that you, among others, have felt that there is something clearly wrong with, a lot of things. And at this stage of the game, that you should pay attention to how you feel, intuitively speaking. And because of this feeling, you want to know more. You start doing research. You read books, you listen to lectures of very well-read and knowledgeable people, both alive and those that have passed. So that's number 3. The fourth sign that shows that you're ready to take spirituality up a notch is that you have pulled away from organized religion. I said it. You've asked questions, you've questioned the authenticity of whatever doctrine that you were following, and you have probably studied the history of the organized religion that you were a part of. And I think that alone has moved many people out of religion. It's what has happened, And you've also probably recognized how it binds the mind and controls. You can see that played out in history as well as today. And that's just how it is. And I'll even go a step further and say that religion is perverted spirituality. It has taken something that is sacred and has turned it into a violent and controlling agenda, So that's number 4. 5, you are noticing synchronicities in your life. Now, whether it's repeating numbers like 1111, too many coincidences to label them as coincidences, or you followed your intuition and something amazing happened. You know, I can tell you countless stories of myself experiencing synchronicities that were without a doubt not coincidences, but we'll save that for another time. I think that's going to be good for another video, you know. And I've also listened to other people's stories, and they are very similar to mine. 6, you start sharing your spiritual experiences, right? You want to hear what other people, like yourself, have to say about things that seem to be supernatural. And this is totally normal. This is, you know, this is fine. This is a very key part of our journey because we are verifying, we are searching for answers that pertain to our experiences. We are essentially searching for growth. And if you've experienced these key signs that I've laid out for you, you know, it shows that you're ready to take spirituality up a notch. And just as a refresher, those key signs are, you know, number 1, you pulled away from watching the news and you decreased your TV time. Number 2, you have taken responsibility for your life and your actions. Number 3, you know, you have intuitively felt deep inside that there is something very wrong with the world. You're listening to your gut, which is a very key part on your journey. Number 4, you've pulled away from organized religion. You've seen that there is more things than one specific doctrine, and you've probably questioned that doctrine. 5, you have recognized the synchronicities in your life as what they are. You know, it got to a point for yourself where you looked at the coincidences and felt like there's too many coincidences for them to be coincidences, and came into the truth that they are synchronicities. And lastly, 6, you started to share your spiritual experiences and want to hear what others say about your experiences. And if any of the above sounds like you, I think you know it's time for you to step it up with your journey. Learn who you are, understand your environment, and walk in your own power. And with that being said, I hope you learned something new. If you liked this video, then I would like to kindly ask that you please click that like button. And if you haven't already, be sure to join me on my journey and subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that bell icon so that you are notified when I put out a new video, which is 2 times a week. One on Wednesdays, another on Sundays. Thank you very much for watching, and in my native tongue, I say, ha home.